Okay, come on, get out. You can do it, Rebecca. Get out. Get out. No, let go of the candy.
No!
Let go of the candy. Let go of the candy. Let go of the candy. Out. Out. Welcome to the Pew.
Welcome to the Pew, where we are whispering because
We're in the Tunnel nightclub.
and why are we whispering though?
I don't know. There's nobody here. We're worried that we're gonna get kicked out.
Yeah, because we just walked in here. The doors were just open. We were originally going to film in front of the place, but when we came, the doors were open, so we just came in and set up.
Yeah, and so far nobody's asked us to leave.
Because there's nobody here. We're the only
No, there are people here. There's people working in these offices, but they're not coming into. But they're so busy that
and
they're not
anyway,
coming out.
we
They
look
can't
very
be
official.
bothered.
We look very official.
Yeah, don't we?
We do.
We're here on official business.
Yes.
We used to work here.
Yes.
We blend right in.
But with the camera crew and the computers and everything, we're like very production crewy.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
it's funny. One of the topics for today is quitting while you're ahead.
So I think we're ahead right now because we're in the tunnel and nobody's asked us to leave.
So we're going to probably try to film 5 or 6 episodes though. So we're not going to quit while we're ahead. So
what is quitting when you're ahead? It's when
know.
something's going really well and then you fuck it up. And how do you fuck it up? You could be at the casino and you just won $1,000, and now you decided that you're going to try to win another 1,000, but instead you just lose all the money.
Right.
But that's not what happens to us.
No.
Typically.
What happens to us is, you have a really hot boyfriend and everything's going great and he wants to marry you, but then you decide to go on Grindr that night to have just one little sex encounter with one really hot guy, and then the hot boyfriend finds out about it and then breaks up with you, and then you don't have the Grindr guy because it's only a one-night stand, and you don't have the husband. So
that's
then
right.
You lose everything.
Or something that would happen to me a lot, that I'd be on ecstasy and it would be really good, and I would think, oh, I'm just going to make this a little better by doing a big line of cocaine.
Yeah.
And do a line of cocaine, all of a sudden I'm not feeling the ecstasy anymore because
the cocaine's
I'm coked up,
right.
And it's gone, and I just wasted $50 on ecstasy pills.
Now, and one that I usually do, but this is where Ernie and I have the disagreement, is I think that this actually does make the night better, is when you're at an open bar and you're drinking and you're getting really drunk and you think, I'll just take a little Xanax and that'll put me right over the top. And it usually does put me right over the top. Ernie says, no, that's
I think it's really a bad idea. Like, I always called Xanaxes at an open bar the brain eraser, because I would not remember a single freaking thing the next day.
Well, that's why they use Xanax and Rohypnol as a date rape drug, because you don't remember.
You don't remember, and I think that's the reason why there's so much of the nightclubs that I don't remember from the late 80s and early 90s, because I took so many Xanaxes with cocktails.
Yeah, well, there's a lot, yes.
And here's like the gluttony one. This happens to Michael. Like, he'll go to Coney Island and you're eating all this junk, and all of a sudden...
always the fudge. It's the fudge.
The fudge packing is what puts him over the edge.
Fudge packing puts me over the edge, yes.
So...
into ecstasy. Fudge packing pushes me into ecstasy.
That's right. Now, and then in the fashion realm, you shouldn't spray yourself with spray-on glitter if you're wearing sequins, because it's too much.
Sort of like the rule they say, take one accessory off before you leave. It's the opposite of that.
Yes.
We put one accessory on before we leave, one extra on before we leave.
Right, because in the course of the evening, a few are going to fall off. Yeah, because in the course of the evening, you'll lose one, and another one will fall off, or you'll break it. So, in reality, you are taking something off by putting something on, because you're going to be taking it off later.
And you just don't know it.
Right, so...
taking it off, you just don't know it.
We'll be back after this break.
Unless we get kicked out.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Bow down to the party monster. Bow down to the party monster.
Welcome back to the Pew.
Welcome back to the Pew,
where Ernie has a funny story to tell you.
We thought it would be funny to talk about the alleged rape at Happy Ending, because somehow, now, we're not going to make light of sexual assault or rape, because it's really serious stuff, blah, blah, blah.
But,
and, we're very concerned about the victim. The thing that we thought was funny, like, we don't think the fact that she claimed she was sexually assaulted was funny, but we thought that the response of the ownership of the club was really funny. And for those of you who don't know Happy Ending, it's this old Chinese massage parlor in Chinatown that was turned into a night.
And why do they call it Happy Ending?
Oh, well, you know, happy ending for everyone except that employee. Yeah. So she apparently reported to her bosses that she was raped, and then in response, they fired her. And then they claimed that they released all this shady video of her like making out with the guy that she alleges raped her, and then going into a bathroom willingly, and they're saying...
But it's like the pop-up videos where they add little things, like they'll add like arrows and like little drawings and stuff in the video to say, to point at evidence that she...
None of that is funny. What we thought was funny is that the club said there's only a 10% chance that she was raped. Like a 10% chance. So how did they arrive at 10%?
Well, we know how they arrived.
So we were wondering, because like the whole thing was like, 10%? So we have developed this formula for determining the percentage of reliability for rape claims in a bar like Happy Ending.
And that formula is punctuality times breast size divided by education level. And
equals credibility.
Right. So we can figure out to precisely that woman's
or
anybody's level of credibility.
We believe this club owner used
a
a similar formula to arrive at 10%, because how else would they arrive at such a precise measurement?
We should say that if it's a man, you can substitute penis size for the breast size.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a unisex formula.
Yeah.
Mathematics, simple. Bitches want to know.
Yeah, I should have.
Now, Pinky Lee wants to know about the Party Monster. And I don't understand her question. Did WoW produce the movie?
The answer is yes.
Yes, they did. Are you talking about the old Party Monster movie, the shockumentary, which they both did, or the new one?
Well, they did all of it, so the answer is yes,
their
yes,
name
and yes.
Their freaking name is stamped all over that shit.
Yeah, so maybe she...
That's all Michael can say about WoW.
Yes, and I can't even say why I can't say anything about WoW. I can't say why I can't talk about WoW.
Gag order.
Oh, I didn't say it.
See you next time.
Bye.